VCEs. In this video, we're beginning to look at differentiation by starting with power functions and exponential differentiation. Differentiation is an important tool used to calculate the rate of change of a function. Although you can use your calculator to differentiate a function, it is often faster to do it by hand. You also need to know how to do it by hand for the calculator-free exam. Differentiation is a way of calculating the gradient of a function at any point along that function. It's really important to understand, as it forms a large part of the method's course, and is actually applicable outside of VCE, as it's heavily used in university commerce, science, and engineering courses. There are several shortcuts for differentiation. It is fine to use these on any question that does not specify the need to apply first principles. Let's start by looking at power functions. When faced with an equation like this, and asked to solve for x, you first need to rewrite it so that it looks more straightforward. Like this: y equals 3x squared minus 3x to the power of negative 1 plus 4. Then, just follow the simple rule. Bring the power down, put it in the front, and take 1 away from the power. Let's start with 3x squared first. Bring the power term down to multiply the number at the front, so you get 2 multiplied by 3x squared. Then, take 1 away from the starting power term. Since the starting term was x squared, it now becomes x to the power of 1. And remember, x to the power of 1 equals x. So it becomes 2 multiplied by 3x, which is simply 6x. You do the same process for the 3x to the power of negative 1 term. So this time, you multiply the number out the front by the power term, which is the negative 1, and then minus that power term by 1 to get negative 1 times 3x to the power of negative 1 take away 1, which is 3x to the power of negative 2. The plus 4 at the end of the equation is eliminated, as it has no x component. Adding each of these terms together gives us dy dx equals 6x plus 3x to the negative 2. Don't forget your notation. A lot of people make silly mistakes and lose easy marks here. When you differentiate y, you get dy dx. When you differentiate f of x, you get f dash x. Now, let's move on to exponential differentiation. In the formula sheet, we are provided with the very useful formula. The derivative of e to the ax is a multiplied by e to the ax. This is one of the easiest rules to follow, as all you do is multiply the exponential component by the number in front of x. Let's try this question, for example. Y equals e to the power of 3x. Find dy dx. If we follow the formula provided, it is easy to see that a equals 3. Therefore, dy dx equals 3 times e to the power of 3x. In the next video, we will be looking at the differentiation of logarithmic and trigonometric functions.